Politics. Members of the Stability Group and group of Nigerian senators rooting for the election of Godswill Akpabio as the president of the 10th Senate. On Sunday, said Akpabio Badru leadership ticket is the best for stability of Nigeria. The senators who spoke in Lagos at an interactive session with journalists said the endorsement of Godswill Akpabio and Jibrin Barau for the leadership of the Red Chamber by the ruling All Progressive Congress is for equity, justice, and inclusion. Senator Godswill Akpabio, while speaking at the event, said if elected Senate president, he will work assiduously to enhance democracy in Nigeria. Akpabio and his colleague also paid a courtesy visit to Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu.
My brother Jibrin Barau, we are both committed to working tirelessly to ensure that the Nigerian Senate serves as a true voice of the people. We are also deeply committed to promoting transparency and accountability, values that we believe should be and will be at the heart of everything that will be done in the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We are, however, not oblivious of some of the little bit of angst that the zoning arrangement could have caused some of the aspirants.
We need to stabilize this country. We need to create that environment that will bring about peaceful coexistence amongst the people of this country. For that reason, we have decided to zone the presidency of the next Senate to the south-south part of this country. And I want you to cooperate and abide by this zoning formula for national interest. And for me, I believe that whatever interest one should have as a legislator, as a Nigerian, such interest should be relegated for national interest.
Why Akpabio? Because it is the right thing to do at this time. If it is about the Senate President, all of us here are qualified, immensely qualified. And let me add that I'm even more qualified. But yet, that is not the only thing. You have to look at the interests of the country, you have to look at the interests of the institution, and then you have, before you look at their own interests.
Hi, my name is Ali and I moved to the UAE for a better life. But like many others, I found myself struggling to make ends meet due to the high cost of living. One day I was scrolling through
Interest.
Right, a lot to talk about as regards this.
Yes, it looks like we're gradually coming to the end of this drama that has been who would emerge as Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and of course Deputy Senate President and other principal officers in the House. As we've seen in that video, the man who's been zoned, not just his geopolitical zone, but the man who's been touted to be the next Senate President, based on the National Working Committee of the APC, Senator Godswill Akpabio, is not resting on his oars. He's going around to try and speak to other senators-elect, especially under his party, because he does recognize the fact that he would need their votes to emerge as the Senate President. We've talked about this, and last week when we had talked about the chairman of the APC, Senator Abdullahi, saying that they would go back to the drawing board and perhaps they didn't consult with members of their party who are senators-elect in terms of arriving at who will become the Senate President and other principal officers. And so it looks like what they're trying to do now is to have this consultation. And I don't know how, or the impact of the governor of Lagos State's endorsement and other senators in the party, senators-elect in the party who have said that they're standing solidly behind Senator Godswill Akpabio. I think also what's very interesting is that he's now highlighted some of his key focus when he gets into, if he does become Senate President, because remember, at the end of the day, it is the members of the House who will vote. So irrespective of all these endorsements, at the end of the day, the ball is in the court of the senators-elect. And what we have said consistently on this show is that in doing this, they are able to think of the Nigerians that they represent. So a few things. One of the things he had said was that he was going to drive bills that would generate revenue for the nation. I'm hoping that it will look into the largesse that is the remuneration, especially the allowances of senators in the House. These are some of the things that we hope they will address in the 10th Assembly.
Okay, lobbying is, standard practice in politics. It's allowed. You can lobby people. And we have seen the persons who have been chosen by, the party, the National Working Committee of the All Progressives Congress, consulting, including even going to visit traditional rulers, to go and talk to traditional rulers. Even former heads of state have been lobbied to support the ambition of Godswill Akpabio and also Jibrin Barau, both of whom have been chosen respectively as Senate President and likely Deputy Senate President. However, there are issues that have been thrown up about this, race for Senate presidency, and we have seen some of the undercurrents. One undercurrent is that the North Central insists that it's not being treated fairly. And we're told that this week we're likely to see even the APC reviewing its zoning formula, because there are persons from the North Central who are saying they have to be part of it. There are also persons from the Southeast who have not withdrawn from the race, who are saying they also must be part of it within the National Assembly. So it's not a done deal yet. We're likely to see, some other permutations, particularly with the chairman of the APC being quoted, and he has not denied it. That's Senator Abdullahi Adamu saying that, look, maybe the consultations did not go far enough. So what Akpabio and Jibrin Barau have tried to do is to seize the moment, to seize the day, to use Sobelo's famous expression in literature, by meeting with senators-elect and saying, making promises. He will be pro-business. He says he would run an inclusive administration as chairman of the National Assembly. He says, more importantly, that he will not confront the executive and that under his watch, the Senate will make laws for the good governance of Nigeria. More importantly, he goes further to say he has 69 members of the Senate behind him. Well, that's the stability group. Is giving us a number. But you recall that there is another group that says that they have 68 members across party lines. So when the National Assembly is inaugurated, we're likely to see a lot of fireworks. Nobody can predetermine the outcome. But what is important to Nigerians is that we want a National Assembly that makes laws for the good governance of Nigeria. That is not a rubber stamp assembly, although some people argue with that. They say, what do you expect? Do you want a legislature that quarrels with the executive? But we want a National Assembly, if I may moderate that works in the best interest of the Nigerian people. I say that because we have also had stories that some of the people who are shifting 68, 69, moving here and there, is because of financial inducements. We don't want a National Assembly that is inaugurated, that is constituted on the basis of money that has been paid. That would be, a mercantilist, stomach-centered alimentary National Assembly. Nigerians don't want an alimentary National Assembly that is there just to collect largesse from whatever source. We want a responsible National Assembly that is led by people of character, by people of integrity, and people who are willing to make a contribution to the growth and development of Nigeria, because there are many issues here. So, the jamboree that they had in Lagos, no. The matter goes beyond that. The matter is about running a good country. I know that Akpabio says he has the uncommon experience. Yeah, he keeps using that expression, uncommon. When he was governor in Akwa Ibom, he used to invite people to come to Gilgal. I don't know what label he will come out from his pocket to describe the 10th Senate presidency. But we should deal with the basic principles, and those principles are important for the benefit of Nigerians. We have not seen the end of this matter. But we, as the people, the common people, because we are not uncommon as citizens, we're the common, ordinary people of Nigeria, we continue to insist on principles. And we don't want the kind of situation we had in 2015, when there was an implosion within the ruling party, and then for almost 4 years, the legislature was fighting the executive, and there were issues. But all the people who are ambitious, whether it's Jibrin Barau, or it is Tajuddin Abbas, or it is Godswill Akpabio, well, you know, it's legitimate to be ambitious. But the national interest must be paramount, not the individual ambition of persons. As the APC tries to sort out its issues, as Nigerians continue to witness this conflict between legislative independence, as prescribed in Section 50 of the 1999 Constitution, and this predilection to impose party supremacy on the Constitution of the National Assembly in terms of leadership, then, of course, we have to continue to speak up.
All right. Real quickly, I'll just refer quickly to the last story before I talk about the story. Please, in also celebrating Guinness Book of World Record, we should also celebrate academic pursuits. Bio Treasures broke the Guinness Book of World Record for the longest reading aloud marathon. We didn't do a lot for that man. We didn't do a lot of adulation. I think I was probably the only person that put his story out there, got him on TV. But apart from that, we didn't get this euphoria. Let's also celebrate academic pursuits. That's one. Number two, I'm not surprised that people are jostling for money in the National Assembly. It goes back to our election process. In a country where people take bank loans to run election, and you think they will not collect money or go to the National Assembly to look for the highest bidder or to be able to give them juicy positions, to be able to align for who becomes speaker? Let's even go ahead and look at the antecedents of people we want to make principal officers. The places they run before, how did they run it? Did they run it well? Did they run it well? We all know the disarray in NDDC today. So let us ask ourselves very poignant questions. But going forward, what we are saying is that people should be able to balance things out for the sake of fairness, equity, and justice. But it looks as though politicians don't ever have fairness in their dictionary. It's whoever who can grab anything stronger. Some people are already pitching the North Central so that Lalong could be able to get position of the SGF. People are asking what becomes of other regions. So everybody is just how quick they can slash and burn and grab for themselves. And it's not today we've even violated zoning arrangements. Remember what happened in the time of Tambawa? We remember what happened in other times. But you see, we can't keep doing what is not right and ensure that all of a sudden it will turn to rights. Two wrongs cannot make a right. Where the problem stemmed from was a Muslim candidature of the APC in the first place. And that's why this arrangement has become problematic. But politicians, you know what they want? They always do deals according to them.
Hello guys, thank you for watching the video. As you can see the video, please like, share, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow my page please.